year, this is going to start on July 1st at your local LGS, where if you spend $50, you get this fancy, nice Sol ring.
Okay, Bob, I want your opinion on this because we were just talking about this. And do you think this card is going to be worth anything or no?
$5.
I agree.
I still want it.
I agree. Like, I want several of them, but it will take a long time for them to be worth anything because they're going to be so widely available.
And that's just it. I mean, they're going to print probably several 100,000 of these.
Yeah, it's probably going to be like each LGS gets something like a brick of 50 or something like that.
And what I'll say is they're probably going to be at that, like, my guess is, you know, they're going to hit the secondary market, $50 at your LGS, my ass. These guys are going to be selling this to make some money. And they're probably going to be at that $20 to $25 price point will be my guess. Right as soon as they get them, you're going to find them up on secondary markets, probably at that price range. And within 6 to 9 months, maybe a year, you'll see them down at that $5 range. Would be my guess.
I agree with. I
think you're being a little
too fitty.
I think you're being a little too generous on how long it will take for them to drop down. I think it'll be a little shorter than that. You know, give them a couple months maybe.
I'm going to say this. I think there's a whole lot more people that are going to want that Soul Ring than wanted the Fabled passes. So
you might be right about that, but at the same time,
how many commander decks do you want this?
You have to remember at that time when the Fabled Passage came up, there was less opened LGSs for people to go get them. They're more widely opened at this point.
I just gave my opinion. I could be wrong. But that's what I predict. I'll say 25 at release, probably within 6 months they'll be down around $10-12, and within a year they'll be $5 for a long time.
Yeah. Sorry if I was putting you off with that. I just kind of like to debate things. It's not really to like attack you. Sorry if it's taken that way.
I'm just I don't. It's fine for you to disagree with my opinion. I hope most people do. This is what I tell all the people. I train a shitload of people in a lot of different things I've done in my life. I've always been a trainer at every work I've been in. When I was in the military, I was in charge. And I give advice. I tell you, shut up, listen, take my advice to begin with. Do what you want with it. Prove me wrong. But you should also prove it right. Make whatever I say prove itself. Don't take me at face value. Don't accept what I say as gospel. Make sure that it works. I do programming for a living. And I tell all my, when I mentor new programmers, like, here's how you do it. And they'll start asking, I'm like, just sit, listen. This is my take on it. It works for me. Now make it work for you. Prove that it works. So, watch and see where card values are.
Bob, you said gospel. I'm sorry. I finally have a reason to play this clip.
Blasphemer!
So I'm just going to bring this up. In case you don't remember, it was almost a year ago when on this stream, I said they're going to have collector boxes in Double Masters.
Yep. Oh, we knew it.
I said that.
We knew it.
I didn't know exactly how they were going to do it because I was wrong. I thought there would be 6 packs per box, and there's 4. But I was like, it makes too much sense. So, I'm not breaking my arm, patting myself on the back, but it's one of those things. You'll listen to what I say, but make it prove itself. Go do your due diligence. Don't just expect me to give you the answers.
Yeah, I was iffy on that. I didn't know if they would go back to VIP because those ended up selling really well. They were slow to take off, but once they started selling, they were selling.
And I'm going to tell you right now, $75 a pack is going to seem like a deal 6 months to a year from now.
It's going to seem okay. Hold on. My prediction is that right at release, we're going to see the pre-sellers. It should be about $275, a little bit below $3, so you're right at your $75 mark. But I guarantee you by release it'll be $350 for a freaking, or probably not even a month after it'll be $350 collector's box for sure.
I mean, my prediction is $299 at release. Most of the places that are doing pre-sales are at the $285 price point.
I could see it go either way. It really depends on how conservative the LGSs are with this, how afraid they are to commit to getting that initial stock.
They're going to get.
I don't think this is going to be an LGS thing. I think this is going to be a lot of online sellers. Period.
I mean, if we consider last year's release, right, which was MH2, was the God set. This is the God set of this year. So I mean, by far, this is going to be the big set is the Double Masters. So I mean, no matter what, it's going to go up. People are going to freak out about the price, and they're all just going to be really butthurt and say this.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Right?
I agree.
Just like nonstop.
Last year, kind of, they've started paving the way. You know, it was the sticker shock last year. I remember when they released the boxes at $300. Oh, no way. And I didn't buy any, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And everybody screamed about $100 pack, but we did it. And now people are like, damn, can I buy it for $100? They would get eaten up at $100 right now for VIP packs.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing with the collector boxes. If they follow suit with the other collectors that they've released so far, this is a one and done.
Yeah.
It's going to be a limited release, one and done. And there's already been like 200 purchases today.
I mean, with the master sets in general, they're already much more limited than other sets. So, like, how limited will these collector boxes be to begin with? So, you know, because those are usually more limited than the main. I
agree. And that's why I would be honest, from a financial investment standpoint, not financial advice, financial investment advice. The collectors are truly going to be where it's at. They're going to put some version in there, and it's going to be the hype version. It's only going to be available in those, just like they did in the VIP packs. And it's going to be super limited. It's going to be tight. We already know this.
Yeah.
Unless they change the model.
That's what I was thinking. Like, we might see these like textured foils only be in the collectors, or some other like showcase variant we haven't seen yet, because we know there's going to be other versions we haven't seen.
Okay, let me just say something real quick here. It's going to be etched only in the collectors. The Gilded was a special thing for Streets of Nakupena. You do get those in a set, but etched for sure is going to be collectors, just like Kamigawa and Streets. So
no,
I'm gonna go with what's behind me being available only in collectors.
Yeah, I'm gonna
crazy textured
with Russell
foil,
on this as well about the etched foils. Like, I don't see those being the big exclusive. That's kind of like a more generic specialty that we've been getting in the more auxiliary sets like this.
Oh, no,
so
I'm
like,
saying
even
they're going to be in collectors only. Yeah.
No, I'm saying they're not going to only be.
Yeah, I don't think the foil etch will be in collectors. I think they'll be in the draft. But this version, that screams collector only.
I mean, they especially can't make them collector only after the Baldur's Gate comes out and they're in every set pack. That might be a little difficult, you know? They're a little premium on the Baldur's Gate, so like they can put that next to like a standard set, but I don't think they can put it next to double masters like that.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see where they break it down at, but
oh yeah.
I mean, when you look at that, these are only 15 cards per pack. I think that's going to be the biggest thing, like you were fussing at before. But I'm fine with cutting out, 15 common foils or more foil lands. That just I'm sorry, you don't need it, especially and understand these are already at release $25 a pack less. Please take $25 off the pack and take out my crappy foil commons and lands, and I'll buy it all day long.
I don't know. The
VIPs
were about $75-$80 at release, but then the hype started kicking on and they went up.
As soon as I saw them released, I never saw them available less than like $95 at release. Like as soon as they came out,
$100 per day.
75 is what I paid for mine.
Well, congratulations!
Most places were selling them initially at 75.
They dipped down to 75 or 80, but they came out at 100.
Yeah, it did dip and then went right back up. Now it's like $1.25, $1.50 if you're lucky.
They're like 160, 170 if you can even find them.
Well, it doesn't matter what's inside of them though, right? Because you're just going to keep them sealed.
For me,
yeah.
Yes, that is true.
For
if
anyone,
I
right?
crack any, I'd be foolish to crack them. I mean, honestly.
Oh,
but I'm not saying you would be foolish. Understand, there are people out there with money, right? A lot more money than what I have.
Clearly, need to hit me up and send me some.
I'm just saying, there really are. They just buy shit like this. Understand, the people that didn't have the money when they were younger, they're starting to come into the money now.
I'll keep hustling.